What's up there, Libra? This is going to be your monthly reading for July 2018. So this is for Libras, whether you're a sun, moon, rising Libra, or you could also be cross-watching for a Libra. So let's take a look at your energy, see what we have going on with you. Oh, we have all, well, chakra cards for the most part. So the base chakra came out first. The crown chakra came out first. The solar plexus. The waiting game. And the throat chakra. You have almost all of your cards out of the 5 that I pulled are chakra cards. So, yeah. Disclaimer, this is a general energy reading. This is not a personal reading. So, if you find that it resonates with you, whether that be parts, bits and pieces of it, or if it fully resonates like a personal reading, or if it doesn't resonate at all, it is what it is. If it's for you, it's for you. If you guys would like a personal reading with me, I do offer them. I have a website. It's called Walu Child Readings, like my channel. And I have an abundance of different types of readings that I offer. You guys can choose whatever reading send out to you. Before you purchase a reading, just as a heads up, I have a technical issue with my cart on my website. So anytime you put a product in the cart, it hops right back out. So the way to work around that is just sign up on the blog. It takes like 2 seconds, probably less than a minute to sign up. So that's one way to override it. So if you guys ever need an emergency reading like pronto, you guys can always reach me on Instantgo, which is a mobile app for Apple devices only right now. On Instantgo, I have some of the same products on my website on Instantgo as instant readings. So it's in my services tab on my Instantgo profile. Also, if you guys would like a full and in-depth emergency reading, you guys can always submit a payment via PayPal. It's $45 for emergency reading. You'll get it within a 24-hour time frame. So everything you'll need to know, I'll leave it in the description box after I stream this video. I've already pulled your cards. So your advice card I will pull at the end from the Angel Gods and Goddesses deck. So let's get into your spread, Libra. So what I'm saying overall for you is you have 4 chakras that are standing out to me. The overall chakra that's standing out is the base chakra, and this is your overall energy. So you definitely have some work to do, it seems. There's a lot of imbalance. The only minor arcana out of the tarot, out of this deck, you have the 2 of Wands, which is the waiting game in this deck. So there is an imbalance of energy, I feel. So it might be you're here and then the next you're there. So it's not a consistent energy. It's not a stable, grounded energy. The crown chakra, it may this is your challenge position. It may be that you guys are not picking up messages very well from spirit. You kind of feel out of sorts right now, I would say. Maybe blocked even from receiving messages. Maybe you're seeing things but you're not understanding them. Say you get a dream. You remember the dream when you wake up, but then later on in the day, it's like, okay, I can't even remember what that dream was about. But you remembered it when you woke up. You know you had a dream, but you can't remember exactly what it was trying to convey to you. You're seeing messages, but you're not understanding what the messages are. I feel like spirit may be trying to reach some of you guys in some way, but you're not able to fully tap into it. So there's a block with the crown chakra. Your approach to the situation is the solar plexus. So, in order to find this balance, I feel like Spirit wants you to work on your solar plexus chakra first. Because it could be something that you're wrestling with. It could be you're not trusting yourself, for one. Maybe this is why the crown chakra is blocked. Maybe you were receiving messages, but you were discounting them. You were misjudging them or overanalyzing them, second-guessing yourself, not trusting what you were getting. So there's some sort of block, but I feel like it's a need to build that trust with yourself, that confidence within yourself. It's also possibly there might be some negative perceptions of things. Could also be the things that you're eating. So if you're blocked in the solar plexus, so say in your abdomen, you're not digesting your food normally, you're not having the proper like bowel movements. It could even be you might be eating food that stagnates the processing and breaking down of food. So we know meat does that, certain foods does that. processed food does that. But I'm just getting that it's something about your diet too that has a lot to do with your insight, the messages you receive. If you're blocked and you're just imbalanced, it's like you're feeling out of whack, and I feel like it's something to do with what you're eating. So you're being guided to work on your solar plexus and however you feel guided to do that. But your suggested focus is the waiting game, which is the Two of Wands. And I want to say that your suggested focus is there's something that you're doing repetitious. It's like it's a repetitive back and forth cycle of something. It's something that maybe you're doing continuously, or it could be you feel like you're doing something but it's not getting you anywhere. So I feel like it has everything to do with health. It has everything to do with groundedness. Maybe you need to work on grounding yourself, doing grounding meditations, go out in nature, take some time out to breathe, get fresh air, let fresh air in your home. Just for maybe if it's only for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, let the air circulate in your home. Because you might need to let some sort of stagnant energy out. But then you have the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the conclusion. So this conclusion is the throat chakra, meaning communication. So it all trickles down to something that maybe you're being guided to say, something that someone else is saying to you, whether that be spirit, whether that be people around you that have a message. It's kind of hard for you, I feel, to take whatever this message is. It might not make sense to you, but all of this, I feel like leads to communication. I don't know if it's something that you feel like you're supposed to say but you haven't said. You're feeling blocked from saying it. You don't know how to say it. You're afraid. Okay, let's see what the advice is for you this month. Because you have a lot of chakra cards. Like I said, you have the base chakra, the crown chakra, the solar plexus, and the throat. Okay, so your advice is the goddess of the sacred path. It says, let go of logic and trust your intuition. And she's blue, like the throat chakra. So you guys are definitely being guided to say something or communicate, but there's a fear. You guys might second guess what it is that you're saying, or second guess the fact that you're being guided to say something. It could also be whatever is being communicated to you, you're second guessing that too. The messages that are coming through, but Spirit's saying to get out of the logic. Like, not everything requires making sense on a logical standpoint. Not everything is supposed to make sense. Spirituality is very much infinite. It's very complex. It's not always going to be rational and logical. So whatever it is that you might be receiving might not make complete sense, but you're getting it for a reason. And I feel if you wrestle with it too much, it's going to start confusing you even more. And it's something about a lack of trust with yourself first and foremost. So it's trusting you first, but there's something that you're being guided to do. And it might seem like it's imbalanced, unstable for you to do it. You don't really, because she's getting messages. They're coming to her. They're actually going through her crown chakra. Her third eye is also standing out. So I'm getting that for you, Libra. This is just a general energy reading, but I will be back possibly mid-month to touch bases with all 12 signs. I will be putting out love energy soon, so be on the lookout for love energy readings. So this is just a general message for whatever wishes to come out for you guys. Much love as always. For those of you who are just visiting my channel, please subscribe. For others of you who are existing subscribers, much love. Much love to everybody who's joined this live and who comes back and watches this. Until the next reading. Peace.